project, start a new project. So you need to select your directory where you need to save your project. So I need to save my project in a gates. So open that directory, give the name logic gates. This name is for project logic gates. Save this particular thing. Okay. After that, it asks you for which hardware device you are going to program. So for that, select legacy device database. From this legacy device database, you have to select 8089C51. 8089C51. So this is chip from Atmel. So we need to select this 8089C51. Okay, once you select this 8089C51, you will get description of this as well, like 8051 base, then 24 megahertz, 32 IO lines, 2 timers and all. Okay, click OK after this. Then you are writing an embedded C program. That's why we need to add the startup file into a project. That's why we need to click yes to add the startup file into a project. So just click a yes button. So once you're done with this, you will get project directory here. Okay, so this you will get project name logic gates, then the target and the source group 1. Under that one file, that is startup.a51. Okay, so after that we need to write a program in a new file. So go to file and click a new, or here is a shortcut available. So you can click on a shortcut, this one new, or we can press Ctrl N. Okay, so like this you will get. Here we need to write a program. So very first line is hash include reg51.h. Once you type this, so I'm going to save this first, so that main.c I will write. Okay, reg51.h. So I'm writing a C program. That's why I have included the reg51.h. Then I will use a keyword, that is sbit. Sbit, suppose x, I am assigning x to p1 cap 0. So I'm writing that x, sbit again, y, I'm assigning it to p1 cap 1. Right? Then my output is there again, sbit out is equals to p1 cap 2. Okay, only one gate I am going to implement now. All right, so this is the thing, sbit x, y, and out I have done. Now I need to write void main. Okay, so this is the starting point of your program. First of all, we need to define which bit is input bit, which bit is output bit. So x and y, these are my inputs. So x is equals to y is equals to 1. So when we send 1 on that particular pin, that pin acts as an input. Okay, and when we write out is equals to 0. So when we write 0 on to respective pin, then that pin acts as an output. Okay, so we have done with this. Now I will continuously monitor the pins, and then I will put the output on output bit. Okay, so how we can write that? So for that, while one out is equals to x, I am implementing AND gate. So x AND of y. So whatever is there, x and y, so that x and y will be done here. X is p1.0, y is automatically it will AND the thing and it will put onto the out. Okay, so this is a simple program. So save this particular thing and we will test it first. Okay, and then we can modify this for testing all universal all gates. Okay, so this is done. So save particular thing, go to a source group, right click on a source group, add a new file, add existing files to a source group, select this particular main.c file, click on a add button, it's added already, then just close it, again select this and then compile it. So once you compile, you will get errors and warnings. So here 0 errors, 0 warnings. So we need to create an hex file for this as well. So for creating an hex file, click on a target, right click on a target again, go to option for a target, change the crystal frequency. So we are using 11.0592 megahertz crystal. Click on output, then create a hex file. Okay, the hex file is created with the name of logic gates. So click OK after this and just build it. Okay, this is done. Now we can debug this program as well. So for debugging, so just click on a debug button here, start and stop debugging. So once I get, I'm running a evaluation mode, that's why I click OK after this. So it opens the disassembly window. All right. Now require ports. So I will take a port 1. Only port 1 is required. So this is the input, pins is the input, and this is the output actually. Okay. So I will do a step execution. So step execution is F11 key. So I'll hit F11 key. You can observe that X and Y is the input. So this is 1 1. Out is 0. So out is 0 now. Whenever my both inputs are 1, my output is 1. So you can get here. When any of the input is 0, so what will happen? So we can check. My output is 0. If any one input is 0, my output is 0. If both inputs are 0, my output is 0. Okay. So this verifies the truth table of AND gate. Okay. So we'll implement this using a Proteus as well. So I will stop debugging this and I will open a Proteus to construct the schematic. So for that, we'll open a start button, ISIS. So hit the enter button. So once I open a Proteus, click on a parts. From this 89C51 we need to choose 89C51. Okay, select this 8089C51. Click OK after this. Then we require one SPDT switch. So type SPDT. Once you type SPDT, you will get SPDT switch here. SPDT active, interactive SPDT switch, latch traction. Click OK after this. Again, we require a LED. So type LED. So here I will take a red LED. Click OK after this. Okay, that's all. We require this much only. Okay, I will put the 8051 here. Then I will put two SPDT switch. One is for X input. Another is for Y. And I'm going to connect LED on the output side. So I'll zoom it. Okay. So this is my X input. So I'm going to connect it to P1.0. This is my Y input. I'm going to connect it to P1.1. And this is my output. So I'm going to connect it to the LED directly. So I will put a ground for the cathode of a LED. Then for this, I require two conditions. One is both the inputs are 0 and 1. So I will use a one ground. So I'm going to connect one side towards one SPDT terminal to the ground, and another terminal I'm going to connect it to the power pin. So power pin is just a 5-volt pin. So I'm going to connect it to the power pin, this pin. Okay. So on this side I have one logic. On this side I have a 0 logic. So I'll write a name here. This is my logic 1. Okay. And on this side I have a logic 0. Okay, so when my switch is on this side, I have logic 1. I have when my switch is on this side, and this is my X input. So I will have a X. This is my Y input. Okay, and this is my out. So I have X, Y, and out is done. Okay, so I'm going to save this first. Save it in the same directory where you have created your code. So I have created in the test program gates. So I write simulation for this, name for this as simulation. Click OK after this. Okay. So once you are done, double click on this and give the hex file for this. Okay, save it. Click on this selection mode. Just double click on this program. Change the frequency. Frequency is 11.0592. Okay. Change the frequency and then browse for program file. The program file is available under the objects directory. So just double click on the object directory. So you'll get the program file with the name of logicgates.hex. Okay. So click open for this. So it's done. Now okay. Okay, this is done. Now I can run it. Now in this case my both the inputs are 1. my output should be 1 because I have implemented AND gate. So this is true. When any one input is 0, my output should be a 0. So I will switch one of the input. Okay, you can observe that when x is 0, y is 1, at that time output is 0. When x is 0, y is 0, then also the output is 0. When y is 0 and x is 1, at that time also output is 0. So whenever both the inputs are 1, then only my output is 1. Okay, so we can modify this program. So what the thing, we can keep this circuitry as it is, and we can use this port to check which gate you need to implement. Okay, so how we can modify this? So we'll draw the diagram first here. So I have here port 2. So what I can do is I can have port 2.0 pin. So this button, I will create one button, and this button is for AND. So whenever I press this particular button, so this program will work for the AND gate. Okay, so I have again P2.1. I have another button for that. This button is for OR. Then again P2.2. The third button is there. This is for NOT. Okay, P2.3. NAND. P2.4. Another button is there, NOR. Sorry, it's unexpectedly closed. So have you understood this? So like this will create different buttons here. Okay, so for that I'm going to choose a button. So first I will draw a schematic, and then we'll modify the program. So we'll choose a button. Okay, so this is the button is there for AND gate. So I will connect this. So another button, third button, fourth button, fifth button, sixth button. So notice like this I have different buttons. So AND or NOT, and NOT. So one more button is required. Okay, so I'm going to use first button as a AND gate, second button for OR, third button is for NOT, fourth is for NAND, fifth is for NOR, sixth is for XOR, seventh is for XNOR. One more is extra. So I'm going to connect this second terminal towards the ground. So I will short it all the terminals, and I'm going to check which button you have pressed. Okay, so I will use the second terminal. I should connect that to a ground. All right, so I will give the names for this as well. So I will use AND logic 2D graphics. So this is my AND. Okay, this is my OR logic. This is my NOT logic. This is my NAND logic. This is my NOR logic. This is XOR and XNOR. Okay, so I have this particular buttons as well, and I have connected to the P2.0 to 2.6. Okay, so I'm going to modify the code now. Okay, whenever I press this particular button, sorry, whenever I press this particular button, at that time this controller should work as an AND gate logic. It has to execute the program of AND. Whenever I press second button, that is OR button, it has to work for the OR logic, like that. Okay, so we'll modify the code now. So how to modify it? We'll go here again. We have out here as it is. Okay, so what we can do, I can define bits, S bit and gate and underscore G. So here you can look, AND is a keyword again, so you should not use AND as like this. So I will use AND G is equals to P2 cap 0, S bit or G is equals to P2 cap 1, S bit not underscore G is equals to P2 2 cap 2 underscore G is equals to P cap 3 or underscore G is equals to P 2 cap 4 as bit XOR underscore G is equals to P and as bit XNOR underscore G is equals to P2 cap 6. Right, so we have here all the logics and or and all. So all these port pins are inputs, so we have to make that out 1. Okay, so how to make that 1? So I can write directly P2 is equals to 0xFF. So that's fine because only one pin is left, that is P2.7, but that doesn't care. So I can write like this, or you need to write and G and underscore G is equals to or underscore G is equals to not underscore G is equals to 1 is equals to 1 like that. Okay, so I will make that as an input. So very first thing is I need to check which pin has been 0 or not. So I can use a switch case or I can write if else. So I will type if else directly. So if my and underscore G is equals to 0, if it is there, then what will happen? What I need to do? I need to write out is equals to X and of Y. This is the first case. If my and G is equals to 0. My second case is if or underscore G is equals to 0. When my OR gate has been OR button has been pressed, at that time what I need to write? Out is equals to X or of Y. Sorry. Okay. Next, if again not underscore G is equals to 0, what I need to write? Out is equals to not of X. So same thing we can do out. Okay, only one input is there, that's why we need to monitor this with X only, not of X. All right, then if underscore G is equals to 0, if my NAND gate input is 0, I need to do a NAND gate operation. Then what the output is? Output is equals to not of in a bracket X and Y. So not NOR gate means X and Y bar. So we are going to do that. Okay, and if so, you can write switch case as well. NOR underscore G is equals to 0. Then we can write like this: out is equals to not of X or Y. Okay, then if XOR, what is the truth table of XOR? XOR underscore G is equals to 0. Whenever XOR is equals to 0, then what is the out? Out is equals to out is equals to, so write and with Y bar, so not of Y, A B bar, or with bar B. A bar B, how A bar B will write? Not of X and with Y. This is the truth table for XOR gate. Then XNOR gate, the same thing again. XNOR underscore G is equals to 0. So what we'll do? We'll copy this equation, shift and copy, and not of this equation. Okay, not of this equation is XNOR. So not of this. Okay, save this particular thing. Okay, Again, I have added already the main file. I will compile it. So it's having some errors. So we'll check a syntax error near this. I missed semicolon. Okay. Save this again. I missed here also semicolon. Save it again. Compile it again. XNOR underscore G is unidentified. XNOR underscore G is unidentified. So I have not declared here spelling mistake. X naught is written. So XNOR should be there. Save it. Compile it again. So I'll have 0 error, 0 warnings. So logic gate is compiled. Okay. So all the gates I have done. Now we are going to check the truth table by executing this. So I will press first and get. Stop this. I will keep on running this. So I'll press AND gate and check the inputs. When both the inputs are 1, my output is 1. When both the inputs are 0, my output is 0. So AND gate has been satisfied. Now I press OR gate. Okay, if any one input is 1, my output is 1. So you can observe this. When both the inputs are 0, my output is 0. It's again satisfied. The third is NOT gate. So again, only for X I have done. So this is my X. So I have changed. Whenever X is 1, my output is 0. So it is again satisfied. Again NAND gate. Once I press NAND gate, when both the inputs are 1, my output should be 0. When 1 is 0, my output is 0. When any one input is 0, my output is 1. Okay. It's done. Now XNOR gate. When both inputs are 0, then only output is 1. Rest of the time, output is 0. Again, it is satisfied. Again, this is XOR gate. So we'll test it. When both inputs are 0, my output is 0. When any one input is 1, my output is 1. So you can check this. When both the inputs are 1, my output is 0. Okay. So this is done. Inequality detector. And XNOR is equality detector. When 1 1 is there, my output is 1. When 0 0 is there, then also my output is 1. Okay. So we have executed all the gates using this. Okay. Are you clear with this? Hello.